All right, boys, welcome back to another video. Swaggy here. Today we're going to be reacting to the Warriors 125 to 112 victory over the Wizards. We're now 6-1 on the season, 4-0 on the road. Steph returned tonight and had 24 points in 24 minutes and 4 of 9 from 3. Also 6 assists and 3 boards. Very good return for Steph. I love how this team has so much depth and they don't have to rely on Curry as much as they did last season. I mean, this team has a chance to win it all considering how young they are. That would be very, very encouraging because they're only going to get better as the years go on. I know Steph's getting older, but again, there's so much young talent on this team with Trace, Jackson Davis. I'm looking at, of course, Moses Moody and Jonathan Kuminga. I mean, I'm just loving what I'm seeing. Brandon Mazemski as well leads the league in plus minus. He tonight was a +6 in 13 minutes off of the bench. Of course, Gary Payton, the second, ended up getting the start, and he played 16 minutes, had 6 points, 3 assists, 3 boards. Very good overall game for him. Draymond was amazing in this one, 3 of 4 from 3, 18 points, 5 assists, 8 boards, plus 11. Dre's efficiency has surprised me this year. I know he shot a career best last season from 3, but he's even better now. I mean, this guy is absolutely crushing it. There was talks about, is he even worth it? The headaches, all the technicals, things like that. Clearly he is. I mean, Dre's the leader, the anchor of this team. And if the Warriors want to compete for another championship, they're going to need him here playing like he is now. I mean, he's been unbelievable, man. Jackson Davis, 23 minutes, 12 points, 6 boards, 3 assists. He's leading the league in field goal percentage. He shot 6 of 11. That's actually down from what he averages. But I thought he was aggressive tonight, just rolling in the pick and roll, getting to the basket. The Warriors were awful. They were abysmal at shooting three. They're 5 of 20 in the first half, and Davis just kept them afloat with those easy buckets. Wiggins, not great tonight. 1 of 9 from the field, 0 of 6 from 3. He's another guy that was shooting over 50% coming into the game from 3, but the Warriors just could not get it going. And Wiggins was never, bro, I can't talk. Wiggins was never able to recover in this one. But still, man, I mean, it is what it is. Other guys picked up the slack. The starting lineup as a whole, I mean, we haven't seen this lineup together yet, at least this year. Of course, like there's been some injuries, things like that, but kind of a funky lineup, man. I know Kuminga was moved to the bench, Podziemski moved to the bench, so I think next game, personally, I would put Podziemski back out there. Just a personal preference. Steve Kerr, he's made some questionable decisions, nearly cost the Warriors the game against the Rockets. Decided to switch up the lineup, and the Rockets got on a run. In terms of the bench, though, Kuminga, incredible. I mean, he is balling, bro. 15 points, 7 of 15 from the field, 6 boards, 2 assists. It seems like whenever the Warriors need someone to get going, Kuminga picks up the slack. Good for him, man. Of course, he ended up not getting that rookie skill extension, and he's going to test free agency, restricted free agency. He could make up to 30 million a year. The Warriors have a big decision to make. Will they end up just keeping him, paying him? Will they include him in a trade? Potentially for Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? I doubt it. I think they'll end up just keeping him and building around him, which would be the right decision. I think Kuminga has all-star potential. I've always been high on him, even back when he was in the G League. Kevon Looney was amazing as well. 10 boards in 18 minutes. He was a 0 in the plus and minus, but I thought Looney just did a good job of attacking the offensive glass. He had 5 of them, just getting those second chance points, especially like later in this game. I thought Looney was just dominating. Waters, 14 minutes, 3 points, took 3 threes, made 1 of them. He's been a consistent part of the rotation. Even with a healthy Warriors, he's still getting run. And I think that should continue. He's got a lot of promise. He is 27 at this point. We haven't really seen much of him, but I do think he should continue to play, man. Whenever he's on the court, good things tend to happen. Slow-mo, one of the better players in this game, plays 16 minutes, 6 points, 2 blocks. We know, Slow-mo doesn't exactly always show up in the box score. He did in this game, man. Active hands. There was a play in this one where he was able to strip the ball out of the defender, and then he got it back and he stripped it again. There was like 4 on the shot clock. I like his defense, his length, his size. I think he's going to get more and more opportunity as the season goes on, especially come playoff time, assuming the Warriors make it, which I think we all know they will. I mean, he's going to play a huge role. And then Buddy Hield, 4 minutes in, we haven't gotten to him. 28 minutes, 20 points. 5 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals. Just a normal Buddy game. 3 of 8 from 3, 7 of 14 from the field. I mean, Buddy, he had an and 1 dunk. He was letting it fly from 3. I mean, one of the biggest offseason pickups. Remember as well, no De'Anthony Melton still. So once he comes back, it'll be interesting to see how the minutes change, like the rotation. Yeah, but Buddy was great in this one. We know the last game he was a little bit up and down, make one, miss one, right? But in this game, he was very consistent. And I'm kind of hoping that we get to see more Hield and Steph lineups together. I'm not sure how much exactly they're going to play, but man, when they do, it's going to be just absolutely ridiculous to guard that with that off ball movement and their ability to shoot it from anywhere. And then Pat Spencer, 1 minute. Podziemski, like I said, 13 minutes. So overall, the Warriors shoot 32.4% from three. Considering where they were in the first half, it's not that bad. 45 from the field. I would say the biggest concern tonight wasn't necessarily turnovers because the Warriors had 6 turnovers, but it was the points off of turnovers. That's why the Wizards were only down, they only lost by 13 points, was because of that. I mean, the Warriors would turn it over and then give up a bucket. But yeah, overall, the Wizards, I mean, it's not like they went out there and lit it up. I mean, they shot 23.3% from three, 43.8% from the field. A lot of it was definitely not good shots, but a lot of it as well was just this stifling Warriors defense. Even when our shot is off, we can still win games because of how good the defense is, and you've got to give it credit. I mean, when this team is locked in and focused, laser beam, this is what they do. Wizards are not great. I'm not trying to say they are, but this type of defense is going to be crucial moving forward because guess who the Warriors have next? The Boston Celtics on Wednesday. I mean, that is going to be a huge, huge game at TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. Friday at Cleveland. They have not lost the season. They are 8-0 boys. They just beat the Bucks tonight, but again, that was without Giannis. So OKC on Sunday, Tuesday Dallas, Friday Memphis. So yeah, it's a really difficult schedule coming up. I didn't think the Warriors came out with really the right amount of tenacity. They would have a quarter where it was like they were locked in, and then a quarter where they weren't. But you look at the disparity, right? The first quarter winning that by 9, second tied, third by 3, and then the fourth by 1. So it was just really back and forth. But then there would be a stretch, a run where the Warriors were just lighting it up, and then a stretch where they weren't. Like the Wizards were coming back, right? I mean, yeah, the Warriors won this game. I'm not really complaining, but definitely they have to come out ready to go against Boston. They cannot come out like they did in this game, especially just making sure that they knock down these threes. A lot of them are wide open as well. The Warriors had good looks, but if you're going to miss threes, let it be against the Wizards and not be against the Celtics. But I'm definitely excited for that. We're going to get a glimpse of who the Warriors truly are. They're going up against the defending champions. I think honestly, we're going to shock a lot of people and then go in there and win that game. Just having step back, man, anything's possible. Whenever he's out there, we know the Warriors can beat anyone. But now the fact that you have extra help, right? You've got Buddy Hield, you've got Salomo, Moses Moody, and Jonathan Kuminga have taken that leap. I mean, both of these young guys have extremely impressed me. Moody wasn't amazing tonight, 15 minutes. I don't even think I talked about him. Yeah, Moody tonight is 10 points in 50 minutes is very, very good. 3 of 7 from the field. But Moody, I thought the Wizards defended him well on the perimeter, but I mean, again, we're kind of nitpicking to that point. I'm not like concerned, obviously, about Moody. I mean, just he was not bad by any means. I mean, he came in this game shooting was like 52% from three, but he's going to have to be ready to go. The Celtics love to shoot threes. They've got an elite perimeter defense, and the Warriors, they're going to have to bring it, man. They're going to have to knock down their shots. They're going to have to shoot probably 40% from three to win that game. And we know they can, right? The Warriors, they've got the most bench points. That's the strength of this team right now. The starting lineup, amazing with Dre, Wiggins, and Steph, and Podziemski, depending on what they go with. The starting lineup is awesome. The bench, though, is the strength of this team. It's the best bench. And we said that coming into the year on the channel. The Warriors have the best bench in the league. And I mean, it's just an absolute weapon. Like, there's no other bench that has a Kuminga, Hield, a Moody. Now Podziemski on the bench too makes it even stronger. So this team right now, as it stands, I think legitimately can make noise in the West.